Oh, it has happened though. It has happened. Let me just give you 5 seconds to guess what has happened. Mr. Williams has impregnated me. And this whole thing is just funny because um I've been contemplating whether to do this video because I'm actually in my first trimester. I'm actually like some few weeks into my second trimester. Okay. Because in the beginning of the whole thing, it was a roller coaster. Whilst when I get into the video, you understand. So, Mr. Williams came down because he lost his mom and he had to come and give his mom a befitting burial. So he came to Ghana um, just this year. I don't know when I'm going to post this. So he came to Ghana in is it ending of August? No, ending of July 2024 to come and give his mom a befitting burial. So when he came to Ghana, we were busy preparing for his mom's burial and everything because his mom was to be buried in the first week of August. And one thing I probably haven't told you guys is that after we got married, we found out that I was battling fibroids. Honestly, it wasn't really of a shock to me, but it was a little bit of a shock to me because um, fibroids are genetic, okay, and some people have it because it's in their family. So I knew that if I didn't take care of myself properly or if I wasn't really um, watching certain things, there was a very, very high possibility that I could get it. So when I clocked 30, I started going for pelvic scans every 6 months because I knew that that was the time that for me I can get it because in my teens and when I was like 10 to like late 20s, I've actually been a very, very active person. Okay, so I knew that there was no way I could get it because I was very, very active. But when I stopped being active, I knew in my heart because I had started researching about fibroids and um, I knew in my heart that I could get it. So one time I went to the hospital with my mom and then I did a pelvic scan and I was told that I had fibroids. So the doctor told me that I had, was it 2 centimeters, 2.4, 2.5 centimeters? But he told me I had just one. So 6 months, and I was like, okay, so what can I take or what can I do to make sure that the fibroids go down or to make sure that I don't, it doesn't grow or to prevent it from growing. The doctor was like, no, you have to leave it. There's nothing we can give you to actually deal with the fibroid. You have to leave it. And if it grows or it becomes risky for your health, and we will make sure that we will take you through surgery. Well, and when he was telling me all those things, I was like, this is what it's like you don't know who you are talking to. So when we left there, I started taking care of myself. I started like reducing a lot of stuff that I take. And on a normal or on a regular, I'm somebody who doesn't take in carbonated drinks. I don't take in sugars and so many other things. So with those side, I was sorted because I haven't taken like refined sugar or anything that has so much sugar in the span of almost 7 to 10 years. So I honestly knew that at that part of the whole process I'll be sorted. But honestly, when they told me, I was a little heartbroken. But there was no way I was going to wallow in that issue when I know that I can find ways and means to make sure that it doesn't grow or it doesn't increase. You understand? So I stopped doing a lot of stuff and then I started exercising and I started watching my diet as I usually do. And after a few months, again, I went to the University of Ghana Medical Center and I started to do another pelvic scan. And it came out that I have two fibroids actually. One is 2.5 and one is 2.7. So I was beginning to wonder, I was like, this doctor, why he didn't notice that I had the second one, or the second one hadn't grown that fast in a span of just 6 months, because 2.5 centimeters is like something like really, really small. So then I came and then I spoke to a friend of mine, and then I told him, and he was like, oh, he's going to recommend a very good um, traditional or herbal doctor for me. And this herbal doctor has actually gone to the university, so it's not like he's just somebody just somewhere. He had his degree from KNUST. He's like certified and everything. He's like a doctor, just that he deals in traditional medicine. I was like, okay, cool. So the doctor gave me the medicine, and I was taking it. I started taking it when 2 months before Mr. Williams came to Ghana. So I started taking it, and the doctor was like, if you're not ready to have kids, make sure you don't, make sure you um, check your calendar before you have sex, because there's a high possibility that this medicine can actually get you pregnant. And for some people, it makes them very, very horny. So you also need to check that too. So I was like, this doctor, and like Mr. Williams and I had already been discussing having a child and everything. And for me, my whole thought or my point was we were going to have kids when all of us now have decided to stay at one location. I don't want to be here and he is there, and then he'll be going through parenting via FaceTime, and I would be going through it like physically. For me, I feel like there was no way I was going to go through parenthood alone once again. So not it was not up for discussion. It was not up for my mind was just made up. So I got my second medicine, I finished it, and then we had to travel to my husband's hometown for his mom's funeral. And my medicine got finished, so I ordered for the third one. And when the third one came, and we got back to our car, I noticed I wasn't feeling too well. Okay, I noticed that I was tired, I was sleeping more. On a regular, Mr. Williams and I, when he comes to Ghana, we are almost every day, every time, every minute outside. You will never be finding us inside. Most of the time, we are outside. So at a point, he had just a few weeks to be here, a few days, if I should put it. It was less than 30 days, and we had actually spent like about half of the days with him preparing for his mom's funeral and re-traveling and everything. So it was at the latter part of him about to leave, and then we started noticing that I wasn't feeling well. So at a point, Mr. Williams went to buy me my favorite food, kinky, and I couldn't eat it. And then he was like, so what do you want to eat? And I was like, okay, can you get me fries from those people that I really like their fries? So can you get me fries from them? And Mr. Williams, as he usually is, if I say I want fries, he will add accoutrements. So he bought fries and he bought chicken, and immediately he opened the chicken. The whole house was smelling to me. Immediately he opened the chicken, the whole house was smelling to me. I was like, what else did you buy? Like, I was beginning to get irritated. I was like, what else did you buy? Like, the house is smelling. Like, what did you buy? He was like, the chicken stinks. I was like, yes, you bought chicken. It smells. Please take it away from me. I almost had an argument with him because of that chicken, honestly. And so he was like, that's how he was looking at me. He was like, so he took the chicken to my daughter's room because he didn't want to take it into my room, and then I'll go into the room and then I'll smell it. He didn't also want to take it to the kitchen, and I'll go to the kitchen and then I'll smell it. So the next place for him to take it was to my daughter's room. So he took it to our daughter's room, and he went to eat it. Then when he finished, he went to wash his hands, he brushed his teeth and everything. And then he came back and was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. And the sickness really became like really critical when he was like the very day he was leaving. So when he was leaving, I was seriously, seriously sick. And I even had to, for the very first time, I had to let him go to the airport all by himself. I never let him go to the airport all by himself. I always make sure I go and drop him for us to say, we never say bye bye, for us to say whatever you have to say, and then he'll go and then I'll come back, you know. But this time I was too weak to do anything. So I had to call my brothers. My brothers had to come pick him up and take him to the airport. He even missed check-in time. He had to pull some strings or say certain things before he was allowed to check in at the airport. So the very next, like after a few days, all the medicines, over the counter medicines we had got to get, none of them was working. Now I got severe cold. I got severe cold. I was like, at a point I was like, do I even have COVID? But then I noticed that, and I remembered that I've already had all my COVID vaccinations, I've had my boosters, I've had all my shots, so this can't be COVID. So my husband was like, why don't I just go to the hospital and check out what was wrong with me? Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, when I went, I found out that I was pregnant. I found out that I am pregnant. And at that point, when I was given the news, I had like mixed emotions because, like I said, I didn't want to ask to go through this whole parenting journey with me, with the baby here crying and disturbing my sleep around 2 a.m. and Mr. Williams to be sleeping. Like, we all have to suffer, we all have to go through it. It is both of us, our child. You understand? I didn't want to go through it alone, honestly speaking. And so that was that. And then the whole thought of me having a child, like when I was a teen, also came into my mind. And then the whole thought of something was like, well, now you are not a teen, you have a supportive partner and everything, and you don't have to spoil this whole news by thinking about that. So that was counted, right? And my daughter has actually been disturbing me for a baby sibling. She's been asking for a baby sibling for the longest, because she's like, oh, when she goes to school and she sees her friends and their baby siblings walking, going here, taking care, she just loves it. Like, I should just give birth for her. I shouldn't worry. She'll take care of the child. So that was that. So in all honesty, my husband, my daughter, like people around me, they all wanted to, like me to have another child or kids, but I was the one who was not ready because I felt I had gone through more than enough, you know. But I gave the news to Mr. Williams. I recorded him, so I'm going to post it somewhere for you guys to see his reaction. He was so excited. He was jumping and laughing, and he was so happy.
This day that God has given me, I'm not gonna waste this joy deep down inside me. I'm not gonna shake. Been stressed for so long, so stuck in my own way. So I'ma enjoy this moment. It's the day that the Lord has made. It got so hot I thought I wanna die. Blood dripping from my arm, just wanna feel inside. Too afraid to open up, so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cop car. Betty's everything for me and everything I need. I would be nothing if you didn't give me no reason to be. Cause I'm riding through the city. And I ain't worried about it. Come too far.
my very first scan, he went virtually with me for my very first scan. He was asking a lot of questions. I could see the smile on his face. He was like throughout. And now he started telling me, babe, you can't drive, babe, you can't do this, babe, you can't do that. Well, at that point in time, I would have agreed with him. I'll do a second video after this one that talks about my first trimester journey. It was nothing like when I was pregnant with Jazzy. With Jazzy, I used to play football with her. I used to run. I used to study. I used to do everything physical with Jasmine. I used to do metals. I used to do crazy workouts, and I was just fine. Ha! This child is different. The suffering, the torture. It was like the whole process was really. We'll talk about in that in the next video. So yeah, basically yes, I don't want to just come and just sprout and say, hey, I've given birth. Like it won't be nice, you understand? We have family over here. So even though I don't know if I'm going to post this video like immediately my first trimester, I'm going to wait when I give birth, like how we Ghanaians we do. You know, we kind of hide the pregnancy until the baby comes out before everybody gets to know. So yeah, I probably would do that and then I'll post it. I know you will probably have noticed that. Wait, is this still not recording? Ah, it's recording. Maybe you've noticed that I've not been posting. It's not intentional. I just don't want certain people to notice that I'm pregnant until I've really gone really full term and my baby and I and everything is okay. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do the first trimester video. Right now, I'm actually moving from the first trimester into the second trimester. So I'm very, very strong now. Um, my mom is happy, my dad is happy, my brothers are happy. Um, my husband is very, 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 very happy. My daughter is happy. So I think everything is just God. Like we make plans and God says, nope. I understand where you're coming from, but maybe I'm supposed to do it in another way. And I think the timing, thinking about it in all honesty, I think the timing is just perfect. Um, I know that my creator knows exactly what he's doing, so I'm just gonna allow him play his cards. But I'm really, really excited, and no, I don't know the gender yet. It's still very, very early. I don't know the gender yet. But you guys can guess maybe what the gender is in the comment section and I'll let you know if you're actually right. So if you're new here and you came across my video and I bombarded you with a lot of talking in the beginning, forgive me. My name is Vanessa Williams and this is Time with Firstlady. And if you haven't subscribed, show your girl some love and kindly subscribe to this channel. And if you are an old subscriber, send me some kisses in the comment section and I'll send you some right back. Anyway, this is a wonderful video. This is a happy video for me and I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm happy that I have people on the other side to share it with. Yeah, so that's it. Till we meet again, and it's been time with Firstlady, and it's bye for now.